Oh, how many points do I have right now? Philippa, 7,685. Only 10,000. That's great. There we go.
Really, guys?
There we go. Oh, well, now that we got the coin, we can fight those guys.
And stay down.
Come on, I don't need that thing when to use Tiger and shit, come on. Thing
Really, guys?
Alright. Let's go to the 99 thing.
Yagamishi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does. Anyway, I couldn't help but notice Skenda Law bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings about it online, nothing really substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
That picture, yeah. The one she has, no mistaking it. That's the same person as the photo, and it's Sabasense's desk.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple online.
Yeah, I doubt it would.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime? No way.
Perhaps that was a bit of hyperbole, but it does come pretty close. Essentially, this system is designed to monitor and detect danger zones within a specific area. The city itself, to be exact.
That still sounds pretty amazing.
If you say so. I basically cobbled it together out of pre-existing tech. Yagamishi, do you remember when I used my chatter search program for you not too long ago?
Oh yeah, that was a real trip. You pretty much hacked Chatter to see an entire social network at a glance.
Yep, and this system I've developed is a souped-up version of that. Though there are substantial differences, the principle is still... how about you just try it out? We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah, since we're still relatively new in town, we don't have the kind of rep that brings in regular business.
Oh, okay.
And that is where my buzz researcher comes into play.
Buzz researcher?
Consider the glut of trends and terms strewn across social media. These buzzwords are sometimes clues to trouble beneath the surface. So, when the system picks up one of these words and we rush over to save the day, the hope is our reputation will flourish as a result.
Damn, that's some pretty intense marketing you've got going.
Well, we probably won't be paid for impromptu cases, so this is sort of an upfront investment. But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us the brand we want. At least in theory. I'm not sure how it'll all pan out yet.
Well, I think you've got something there, Tsukumo. Mind if I give it a shot?
I thought you'd never ask. Though the system's got a long way to go by my standards. But with you as a tester, I know I'll get strong enough feedback to have this baby running in top form.
So you wanted me as your guinea pig all along.
You sure cracked that case quick. Anywho, let me get this app booted up on your phone. May I do the honors?
Go right ahead.
And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay, let's see here. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagamishi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful. Can't always be glued to your phone, right?
What is this?
It's a high-end sound collector. It boosts the volume of mid-distance sounds, making them easier to hear from farther away.
A sound collector, huh? I could use this to pick up cries for help, or even eavesdrop all over town.
That's the idea. With enhanced hearing and geolocation capabilities, you'll be a trouble terminator.
Jesus Christ.
Just like I've always wanted.
Now, I do have some other gadgets in the works, but I'm still fine-tuning their UI. I'll show you soon enough.
Looking forward to that.
Valuable one for progressing. Cat. Let me talk. Yay. Thanks, cat. Alright, I am gonna save here, cause Jesus Christ. Ugh. And I'm gonna check my Discord. Yeah, there's one message. Yay, Moon actually drank some water. I guess I am. Oh, Moon is just typing. Not sure what to do now. Oh, oops. That's not gonna make a stream or someone's playing Brawlhalla. Max is playing Repo. What is F? Let's see. Oh, right. Because, oh, alright, back to the game. Use gadgets to find out. That is part of the main story now? Are you shitting me? Obviously, I'm gonna have to go outside for that. And I have to go to the place where he is anyway. So he was somewhere close, wasn't he? How is it going? Get fucked, guys. Holy shit. That was just a perfect takedown. Speaking of that, how much more skill points I have? 10k. So I could get the battle bonus, or should I get anything else? Decreases loading. Next boost. This. Damn. Could increase so much stuff. I guess I'm still going with the battle bonus, because it's only useful in the early game. After that, it's not really useful at all. There we go. I'm just gonna use the gadget, right?
I can hear it. There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall. Oh, what the? Came from somewhere above me, huh? What's that? Is that person? Yay! About to fall, I can't. Hold on. Not good. Need to help him now. Side case, the falling man. Nah, wasn't an item that I wanted to pick up. God. Yeah,
Excuse
you
me.
make it. Hey, you okay? Oh, who are you? Why are you here? Saw you from below. Came to help you. I'm safe. I did ever let mine slip. Oh, thanks so much. Come on, what's all the commotion? Ah, what's going on?
Please.
Oh, are you resident here? Listen, could you call for help? Don't tell me. You're the arachnid man. Wait, but there are two of you? Oh no, I'm gonna fall.
Excuse me.
It's a bit dangerous out here, so do you mind if we come inside? Sure. Whew, that was close. Thanks for letting us in, man. What the hell? Why are you two out this high up?
Yagami.
Talking Miyagi detective. Active? Yes, you see, as I was walking along, I saw this person was about to fall and... Okay. Apologies for causing a scene. My name is Shinotaro Tamai. And I'm Yutori
By the
Okachimachi.
way,
Well, Tamai-san, what in the world were you doing out there? Oh, well, that would be... Actually, I was bird watching on the roof and I just took a wrong step. You were... bird watching. Yeah, because the thing is... I heard there was a rare bird living around here. Rare bird, huh? Which one would that be? Well, a swallow?
Huh?
A swallow. Do you think swallows are common? I'll have you know it's a white one that spawned from a spontaneous mutation. When someone talking about it on social media came here right away. Arachnid man is bird watching. Something's off about this. You resident of this apartment building? You're not, are you? Just a minute ago you said someone was talking about this bird on social media, so I went over here. Oh, very impressive, Mr. Detective. You're a sharp one. Apartment is an autolock, so how did you get in? Well, that's... And the door to the roof is locked most of the time, and yet you managed to get up there? Well, that's because I did the same as you, Mr. Detective. Climbed up the wall of the apartment. We climbed up just to do some bird watching. Yeah, I love birds so much. So that Arachnid man everyone's talking about. Is that you? Yes, it does seem there's lots of rumors about me. Just want to bird watch my places, but none of them buildings in the city allow non-residents inside. That's why I've been climbing the walls recently. The so-called Arachnid man was just a nerdy bird lover. This still doesn't make any sense. Pretty suspicious. Probably shouldn't be here this season. But that's weird. Swallows are migratory birds. Shouldn't they be overseas right now to pass the winter? Oh. Granted, this is from the internet, but swallows who pass the winter in Japan are usually in the western regions. Seems like they'd be pretty rare here in the Kanto region. Yes, that's right. They're very rare here, which is exactly I wanted to see one. Okay, I see. Did anything to get help from the residents? Inside? What? Yeah, I could have done that. Didn't think of that. Pretty suspicious. Really suspicious. But this is fishy as hell. It's not like I have any evidence. Don't have evidence. I should back down, but times like these, sometimes helps to just observe. Whoa, holy shit. It is stopping my quest right now. Fucking time.
Really, guys?
There's all kinds of issues, it's like a Damn. Huh? What's this? It's in the shape that's women's underwear? That means... Did I ask you something? Hmm? Something else, Mr. Detective? What's that in your back pocket there? Well, that's...
This is,
I know what they are. Those are panties. Gah! Ooh, those are hers, aren't they? Could those be yours, okay, Dimachi-san? You knew some of my best panties had gone missing.
I see.
So, it appears you fell when you were stealing panties. Anyway, I'm calling the police. You asshole! Not so fast. I'm going to be the next Professor Panty, and I won't be caught here by the likes of you.
Way.
Fine. No choice but to use force then. You ready to die? That was a lot of money just for beating him. Damn it. It's going to be the next Professor Pandy. I know all about Professor Pandy. Caught him myself. What? You took him down? Even when I had him cornered, the poet didn't even try to hide his creepiness. In fact, he was proud. He even brandished the damn panties at me, asking if I wanted to partake of the banquet with him. He was brave to the end. Honestly, you pale in comparison to Professor Pandy. We'll never measure up to him. Come on, let's go. Excuse me, thank you. You're getting the Pandy thief? Oh, I'm just happy to help. You said you were a detective, right? Yep. Typical work around Kamurocho, but lately I've been taking on work around in Ginger too. Currently working out at a detective agency called Yokohama 99. Feel free to contact me if you're in trouble, okay? So you're going around helping people while also promoting your business. Smart. I get it. Well, next time you see someone I know in trouble, I'll make sure to find a way to you.
Please.
Great. Thanks. Whew. Another case closed for now. Another Panty Thief case, no less. I guess we're playing the second. I mean, I already figured it out, but we're playing the second installment of the game apparently, not the first one. I think the first game was just called Judgment. I don't know. Right, return to Yokohama 99.
And stay down.
Both your skills? I don't think I have that many skill points. Well, no, holy shit, how did I get already another 8,000? I mean, at this point I can start reading this. Coins of fighting those guys. You know what I have to do, right? Moon, no! I wrecked Moon again.
What a waste.
Bam.
And stay down.
That's pretty good. Alright, we defeated Honda as well. Honda and Toyota didn't stand a chance against us. Where's Mitsubishi? And Suzuki. Well, before I enter that place, better beat those guys up.
guys.
Alright, back to Yokohama 99. Don't know why we're going back there when we have to meet at a late time, but I guess we have to report.
Yagamishi, how was your first outing?
Not bad. I handled the problem and name-dropped you guys, so all in a day's work.
Awesome. Sounds like the system's working gangbusters. By the way, if you'd like a little pro tip, you can enter keywords on your own, independent of any post.
Why would I do that?
Say you pick up a rumor in town, or hear someone drop a dubious phrase. Putting that into our keyword database will help refine the results algorithm. And thus, the program becomes more effective. In layman's terms, the more you enter new data, the more my program can learn.
Gotcha. So this thing can hone its street smarts along with me.
Correct. Do make use of the system often, if you could.
Alright.
I know this is a lot, but one last thing. We've also got a bulletin board for case requests. A good number of them are somewhat beyond our current capacity. So if you ever feel like it, maybe you can pick them up.
Hey, never hurts to have more income. I'll take a look sometime.
Damn. So much to do actually, I'm surprised. I mean, I knew it was a Yakuza style game, but from what I've read, it felt like the story, the game is gonna be way shorter. But now I understand. I'm pretty sure they said like this game takes like 25 hours to finish, but 100 hours for 100% completion, so you can see why. Also, hello kitty. Right. Go to flag. Where the fuck we're going finally? Are you ready for some environmental kills? There we go.
Really, guys?
Frage. This is was I was into talking to come.
What's your problem?
Sawa-sensei, isn't it? Stereo High School, Class 2-2. Yes?
Sir?
Take your break. You guys don't say much, do you? After this is over, you better start talking. Time to tell me what you know!
If she wouldn't have been sitting there up there in the cutscene, I would have assume she is like involved in the murders, because that was what I'm thinking right now. Oh, get fucked.
Sir, are you okay? I hung up with the cops just now.
Really? Just now? You want to keep going?
Yo! Need a hand with these guys?
Huh?
Good job holding them back on your own.
Dude!
You're not the only hero here.
I mean, where did you even come from?
I was watching from inside, man.
Okay. You shouldn't get involved.
Relax, fella. Allow me to show you how it's done.
Hey, hold on.
Listen up. I'm just gonna warn you. I'm a better fighter than this guy.
Huh? Fuck.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Right. Thanks for making them slink into the night before I could even ask who they were.
Huh?
Later.
Can I help you?
I came here to meet someone. I'll just check upstairs real quick. Sensei, are you okay? Did someone get here before me?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can say. I can't tell you anything you don't already know.
What happened up here? Did someone come to intimidate you? Someone who might be involved?
I couldn't make out who the woman was. She had sunglasses on.
What did she say to you?
That I need to stay away from this. The whole Mikoshiba-kun case. And then she said that you need to do the same.
Me too?
Yes,
And what if I were to refuse?
if you said no. Then she told me I should give you this picture.
This is Mikoshiba.
I'm so sorry, but I'm leaving.
Wait! I get it. At least let me walk you home.
Just stop! I don't want anything to do with this! If you come back to the school, I'd appreciate it if you would stop talking to me. There's nothing I can do to help you anymore.
Does it mean he was still alive the whole time? Quick search mode. About quick search modes. Quick search modes is used for examining pieces of evidence. The left side of the screen provides a complete view of the object to be examined. The right side of the screen provides a large view of the areas as well as cursor. This is where the evidence you can examine will appear. Press L to cursor. Blah, blah, blah.
What the?
Yep, it's gotta be here on Mikoshiba after he got worked over, because he took a pudding at really at some point. He's in a pretty nice suit. Was he on his way to teach when he was abducted?
What the? Hey.
So much trouble. Where exactly is this? I don't recognize it. The cops have found it in Ichichi if I remember right.
Suspicious.
Oh, it's a guy who got murdered, not the...
What the?
I say inside and back. No, we could have escaped that.
Hey. What the? Hey. Suspicious.
The Vernon gave this to Sarah since he must be involved somewhere with whoever killed Mikoshima. Otherwise she wouldn't have fixed. In that case, were those guys just now the ones who killed Mikoshima? But why would they come after me? And the police have already kicked off their own investigation and everything.
Still so many unanswered questions.
That would be the white mask of the Yokohama Liumang. These guys would break your knees for the right price.
So they're just a bunch of thugs for hire?
Pretty much.
That's a huge stick.
Anything else I can do for you?
White is one of those.
I've earned something of a reputation here in this town. But you've got a face I haven't seen anywhere before. Why are these goons picking a fight with you? Got any ideas?
I've got a hunch, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
A tightwad, huh? Didn't I just bail your ass out?
A handyman?
It's Kuwana. You got trouble here, I'm the one you call. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I can handle shit the cops won't deal with either.
Handyman. Shin Kuwana.
Not exactly a service I'm in need of at the moment. Crossing that line is tough, and I prefer to do it myself.
Oh, really? And what line of work would that be?
I'm a private detective in Kamurocho. What is it now?
Some competition just showed up on my turf and made a scene, man. How would you feel if the situation was reversed? You wouldn't tolerate any disrespect, would you? So state your name, and then you say, sorry, Kuwana, I made a bit of a ruckus here.
Exactly how high up the food chain is a handyman in this town?
I'm just trying to teach you some manners.
People like you teach manners around here? You can't even exchange cards right.
I see you know how to block a kick. So let's move on to the next part.
Guess I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you and show you that you're not a better fighter.
Come on.
Oh, are you ready to die?
Now that's fancy. How's this? Hey, what else you got?
That's really not nice of you.
Come get some.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Bring it up. Let's do it. Let's play by ear.
That's why the box is there. Oh, frick. I pressed the wrong button.
Come get some.
Ah, come on. Let me just pick that up and I'm gonna end you, okay? Not die.
Better than I was expecting.
Right back at you. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Hey, you want to tone it down? Or you want another lesson?
I'm listening.
You don't know when to give up.
Time's up, both of you. The cops are almost here.
What the? Sugiura-kun?
You know each other?
After we get out of here. Come on, let's use the back way.
Beat Kurana. Easy as peasy.
Seriously? How do a couple of grown-ass men end up bickering like that?
I was just finishing what he started.
Yeah. And you can thank Sugiura-kun here that you're still standing.
How do you even know this guy?
Kawana-san's our senpai here in Ijincho. He's the local handyman. He's got tons of connections both above and below ground. So, definitely a higher tier of service than us.
Have you been working together?
No, but we did pay our respects before we opened our office. Bowed our heads, asked for his blessing, all that.
Unlike someone, Sugiura-kun knows his manners.
Settle down. So, talk. Who were those idiots back there?
Kawana-san says they're a gang. The Yokohama Liumang.
Specifically, Liumang assassins called the White Masks. They were surprisingly inept back there, though.
Nah, they just didn't know who they crossed.
Hold up, assassins? Why would someone put a hit out on Yagami-san?
Maybe they were just out to scare you. I mean, I doubt even the Liumang would take someone out in public. They don't like crowds.
Whatever the case, can you find out who hired them? I prefer to know who wants me dead.
No can do. Even they don't know their clients. They get all their gigs piped in from the dark web. Good news is, you can hire them yourself, too. Want me to hit them up for you?
No thanks. I'm good on the contract killing front.
Man, oh man. What kind of shit did you step in? If you're gonna make a mess in this town, I want in. Some things are better left to the locals. Especially when it starts turning gray.
Fine by me.
What is?
Having someone around who knows the ins and outs of Ijincho, man. Besides, don't you owe him for saving your ass from the White Masks?
No.
He didn't save my ass.
Pull the stick out, buddy. I can tell he's cool. Yo, wanna grab a drink? On me.
Now here's a kindred spirit. You're on, but I'm getting round two.
See? I knew you weren't half bad.
Wait, you don't mean now, do you?
You coming with, Tuck?
Nah, not tonight. I'm heading back to the agency. Got a few things to sort out.
Your loss. As they say, always take what comes, never chase what leaves.
My thoughts exactly. Except maybe a little more fancy.
It's like we're already old friends.
Because I'm making it back to 99 alone. Don't give me none of that lip. Please. Be reasonable. What's going on? Wait, I know that guy. It's Yamasan. Hermit from Kamurocho. Looks like he's in trouble, better help him out.
Hey!
Hey, back off the old man. Hey, Yagami-san. What? Fair body or something? He's a friend from back home in Kamurocho, and if you intend on getting violent, I won't just stand and watch. Who said anything about violence? This is merely a business negotiation. No, really. Here, see? Yamasan here's got talent. Strike pets are exquisite, first-class commodities, yet he sells them for way too cheap. Blah blah blah. I just got to know everybody.
Gotcha.
Now I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you.
Here we go.
I don't wanna use that shit. Fuck. I got nothing for that. Wait. Thank you, Yakuza. You helped me out of a real pickle, just like old times. Speaking of, what brought you out to Shinjo? You're not done with Kamurocho for good, are you? Well, could say I'm here as part of my journey of self-discovery. I mentioned this when we first met, didn't I? I was abandoned in the mountains, child. Oh yeah, you said when you were found. Early day extract family only, right? That's right. Since I don't have any relatives, that old document contains the only clue to the past I have. I spent my life studying it to see if I can shed some light on my past.
Yeah, huh? I see.
Alright.
Yep.
He's making elixirs for us, alright. Got it, we found a new old friend. That's a cursed port, even for my standards, holy shit. But this is Yamason's new place. I guess this is his way of making it feel like home. Yagami-san, please make yourself at home. Too bad his new home was just as bad as the first. Now, do you remember the Brunei said? Kinda forgot how it all works. It's been a couple of years. Not too worry, I'll be able. I would love to keep the Eye of the Dragon, to be honest. Alright, we're learning something new about how to make potions. Alright. And shortcuts. I don't know where the hell we are. The first floor. So where the hell did we end up? Right. Mr. Machan. I see. Like all the way over here. Alright. Speaking of which. Is still chilling in there. Okay, let's keep on going, I guess. I haven't been to this part of town yet, so let's just pick up some more points. There we go.
And stay down.
One is P acquired. How much points do we skill? Almost 20,000, which would be the next level of battle bonus. Or we could just increase like those stuff. Unlock the new skill. With box. Most of the boxer here is really cheap. Huh? Oh, I need to learn this in the boxing gym. Can still patronize the shop even after whacking it in a fight. I don't know yet. Gonna ignore those enemies for now. Jesus, didn't even pick it up. Huh. How about like this? That doesn't work. There we go. It's another coin I have to get. It was another coin or guess I'll be just collecting some coins then. On my way back home that I missed by a lot now. So now let me just get back to the place, please. After beating the living shit out of them. Nice.
Really, guys?
No moon! I beat moon.
And stay down.
Oh, more enemies popping out. They said something about purple enemies, but I haven't seen a single purple enemy yet. But just a bunch of normies here. One ain't even worth mentioning, to be honest.
Really, guys?
What? How in the devil's name did I not get this coin? Second floor, let's go. Thanks for the money, cat. Talk to him. More info about, I don't even know where we're talking to.
It's hard to imagine. And you're saying Sawa-sensei was given this picture?
Right. And it must have really shaken her up. She wouldn't even stick around to have a chat. some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's gotta be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ihara, but I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that she's the one who hired the Yokohama Liumang to attack you at that restaurant. If they're telling you to drop the Mikoshiba case, they're connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagamishi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police would just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago when Toshiro Ihara killed himself, apparently, she thought Mikoshiba was the one bullying him. I set up that meeting with her so she could tell me more about what really happened at the time. But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now. There's not much we can really do about it.
Don't worry, I'm not near done yet. Besides, they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ijincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Seiryo High School would know how Hiro Mikoshiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
Alright, so let's read the next chapter. Two sides of the same coin. Now we're in chapter 4.
The alleged bully, Hiro Mikoshiba, turns up dead. There is no mistaking the motive in his murder. As Yagami looks into the heart of the matter, a suicide 4 years prior, he is met with brutal backlash from the underworld. Why does Yagami face resistance at every turn? As night falls over Ijincho, the answer slips further into darkness.
Chapter 4, Wet Knife.
Yes, we have grief counselors on site.
Hello. You've reached
Yes.
Seiryo High School. Yes.
That's right.
It's tragic news. Mikoshiba-kun was one of our student teachers here, and the school is coping with it as best we can.
Of course. Yes, our parents and guardians have every right to be upset about this. Yes. Oh, yes.
Now to the murder victim found in Izazaki Ijincho.
Yes.
Authorities announced that they have identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, a student teacher at Seiryo High School. Autopsy reports indicate the cause of death was blood loss from a sharp object. Mikoshiba was reported as a missing person 2
So,
October, and
what's the plan today, fellas?
early on.
Honest, this hangover is kicking my ass. I'm gonna be kinda useless.
Maybe don't drink until sunrise.
Well, that's no good. Without you, Kaito-san, who's gonna be the brains of this whole operation?
You'll have to manage, man.
I figure I'll head back to Seiryo High today. I should check in on Sawa-sensei, see how she's holding up.
She's got a lot on her shoulders now, huh? Pretty teacher like her doesn't deserve it.
Right from the outset, Sawa-sensei flat out denied that Mikoshiba ever bullied Toshiro Ihara. But then we learned she confronted him about his actions 4 years ago. Which means she was starting to suspect he was the bully.
Then some chicken shades shows up, makes some threats, and suddenly teacher's lips are sealed shut, huh?
Whoever she was, she has to be involved with the murder. How else could she have Mikoshiba's picture from right before he died?
It's almost like the killer was trying to hide any trace of bullying. And if so, that's pretty bizarre.
Why is that?
I mean, if Mikoshiba really was the bully, why bother covering that up? Wouldn't it work in their favor if word of that spread? That way the murder would be, I don't know, more justified?
Yeah, I do see the logic there.
Okay. But what gets me is, why would Sawa-sensei change her answer like that?
Have you considered she may have been pressured to hide the truth? Perhaps by an overcautious superior? I wouldn't put it past Chairman Okuda to pull something like that.
I doubt he has that kind of sway over her, though. Sawa-sensei doesn't exactly mince words with him. Guess we'll have to ask her directly if we really want to know.
Yeah, but didn't she make it pretty clear you need to keep your distance?
What kind of a detective would I be if I gave up because of that?
Point taken. Well, is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, sure is. Help me kick this damn hangover.
Say what?
Might as well hang back, Sugiura. Only I can get in and out of the school without raising a red flag right now.